The Social Security Fairness Act was recently passed into law, and it's one of the biggest changes we've seen to Social Security in over 40 years. Hi, my name is Will Goodson. In today's video, we're going to talk about what it is, how it works, and who it impacts. So let's dive in. The Social Security Fairness Act eliminates two provisions of the Social Security law, one known as the Windfall Elimination Provision, or the WEP, the other known as the Government Pension Offset, or the GPO. Now, these two items impacted a certain group of Social Security beneficiaries. These are individuals who paid into Social Security during their working years. They earned the 40 quarters of credit required to become eligible. But then for a period of time, they also paid into a non-Social Security retirement system. And these are known as non-covered pensions. And what the WEP and the GPO did is it essentially would reduce, or in some instances, eliminate benefits from Social Security. And the reason for that goes back to how Social Security benefits are calculated and designed. By design, Social Security is meant to replace a larger percentage of income for low income earners in retirement than it is for high income earners. A low income earner, the check they receive will be lower in terms of a dollar amount than a high income earner. But as a percentage of what they were used to bringing home during their working years, it's a larger amount. It fills their bucket more. It may be 40 or 50% or more. Whereas for a high income earner, what they're getting from Social Security may only be 25 or 30% of what they were used to bringing in. And so that's how Social Security was designed. And Social Security tracks earnings over an individual's career. And those earnings are reported, and they use the highest 35 years of earnings to calculate your Social Security benefit. Now, for these individuals who paid into Social Security and also had a non-covered pension, well, all the years that they were working and paying into that other retirement system, their earnings were not being reported to Social Security. So every single year, if you looked at their Social Security statement, their earnings were reported as zero. So when Social Security would go calculate their benefits, again, it may be a lower amount dollars-wise, but as a percentage, it was on the higher side. But it was determined that these individuals, again, through the lens of Social Security, were kind of double dipping. It was determined that they should not be receiving these higher percentage benefits because in reality, they actually had higher earnings over their career, but it just wasn't being reported to Social Security. So back during the early 80s, as part of larger Social Security laws, they implemented the WEP and the GPO. Now, the WEP would potentially reduce an individual's retirement benefits, sometimes by up to nearly half. And the GPO would reduce or sometimes eliminate survivor and spousal benefits. And as you can imagine, this has been an area of contention for many decades. Many people have felt that they should be getting their full benefits and not getting this reduced amount. And there have been other attempts in the past to try to eliminate both of these items. Well, now with the passing of the Social Security Fairness Act, those have been eliminated. So going forward, anybody who was subject to the WEP or the GPO is no longer going to have their benefits reduced. They're going to receive the full benefit that they are entitled to. In addition to that, they are allowing retroactive benefits for all of these impacted individuals going back to December of 2023. Now, the bill's been signed into law in January of 2025. So that's essentially giving these individuals about a year's worth of retroactive benefits. Now, there are a lot of people that have been impacted this for many years, if not decades, and I'm sure that they wish or would want to receive more, but this is what the law states. So going forward, these are no longer going to be an issue for any individuals that paid into both Social Security and into a non-covered pension. Now, as you can imagine, there are some critics to this new law. It's not a big secret that Social Security is facing future funding issues. And now with more benefits being paid out, that's going to put more constraints on the system. And there's roughly in about 10 years or so, as of the recording of this video, there are shortfall issues within the system. So that is something that is going to need to be addressed, hopefully sooner rather than later. But in the meantime, for all those people who have in the past had their benefits reduced by the WEP and the GPO, it's a big win because they're going to start seeing larger Social Security checks going forward. I hope you found this information helpful. If so, feel free to check out these other videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.